How much have you heard over the last couple of months of conference realignment that streaming is going to change the game? The Big 12 should wait it out to see if Amazon, Netflix, some of the streaming giants decide to get into the game, and that can be the new route to sell off their media rights and make more money. Well, for the first time, we really have some tangible proof, at least somewhat tangible proof, that that is a possibility, and it centers around Amazon in a new article that came out. Welcome into the channel. I am John Kurtz. Please consider subscribing if you have not. I talk college football every day on this channel. Right now, that means conference realignment every day on this channel. I aim to give the Big 12 a voice. So we have an article that came out about Amazon and their streaming and live sports desires. It is from Front Office Sports. That is where this article comes from. And the headline of this story, I think, matters just as much as the text of what happens here, because the headline is how the NFL fits into Amazon's bigger strategy. And the bigger strategy here is using live sports to get people in and push them to the other products and services that Amazon has to offer. Okay, so here from the article, it says Amazon CEO Andy Jassy hinted at the company's media strategy, namely how its NFL and live sports content can draw users into its retail ecosystem. Quote, "It turns out that when people consume video content through Prime, they also tend to engage in some of the other activities that are available through Prime. The sports rights the tech giant has bought up may both help to keep its over 200 million subscribers engaged and encourage them to use the massive e-commerce platform for which the company is best known." So I like the fact here that for Amazon, there are other motivations at play other than simply just trying to get as many eyeballs on the TV, right? Because if you think about ESPN, one of the traditional partners here, they want eyeballs on the TV so that the advertising dollars can be there, they can sell more advertising, et cetera, et cetera. It's a pretty simple business plan, right? Well, here for Amazon, it's not just those raw numbers. It's like, can you find new swaths of the United States, new audiences that maybe are not using Amazon, maybe are not using all of the other services, and bring them in through their favorite sports teams or sports leagues, and then introduce them to everything else that you have to offer. So there is residual value there beyond just the advertising that you can sell if you have all these people coming in and watching the games. Maybe Amazon would be more willing to accept lower numbers if they perhaps want to reach more customers in rural areas that may not be using Amazon Prime, et cetera, all of these services that they have to offer. And maybe they look at the Big 12 and see a league that has a lot of rural fan bases. And, for instance, Manhattan, Kansas State. Now, I would not consider Manhattan to be rural, but a lot of the state, Western Kansas, definitely rural, and definitely a lot of fans of KU and K-State out there. So if that allows them to reach a new audience by doing that, maybe there is enough value in it for Amazon. I'm purely speculating here, but I think that at least is the kind of thinking that you have to hope is taking place to get the Big 12 involved here if Amazon eventually wants to do that. Now, obviously, this article it mentions college sports not at all. This is about the NFL, but I think there are at least clues here. So it says the company negotiated exclusive rights to Thursday Night Football starting next season through 2033 at $1 billion per year. Amazon is believed to be the leading contender for NFL Sunday Ticket at a price of around $2 billion to $2.5 billion per year. Jassy declined to gauge the company's interest in Sunday Ticket, but noted that it has a very important partnership with the NFL, citing Amazon Web Services' ongoing deal. Amazon also holds rights to League One, League Two, the WNBA, and the Champions League. I think, is that La Liga? I don't know. I don't know. Football fans, please don't get mad at me for not nailing that, okay? And I may have even been mispronouncing the CEO of Amazon's name throughout this whole article, all right? I'm just a little green in those areas, so cut me some slack. But I would say that we should all be rooting for this to work out very, very well for Amazon. If some of these start to provide some good results in terms of getting people, pushing people to their other content through the use of live sports, I would think that does nothing but help the case for them getting involved in more live sports in the future. Because what do we know about Amazon? They are not a company to rest on their laurels. If they find one good thing, it's not like they'll say, the NFL, good enough, we got that, let's just stop. No, if they find that is actually working and the live sports game is something that really helps them out, Amazon's the kind of company that goes for global domination. They're going to continue to push that. They will want to get into that space more. So I think that has to be the hope here if you're a Big 12 fan, that it will work and work at a high level at the NFL level and continue to propel Amazon forward into that game. All right, that's it for this video. If you have not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. I talk college football every day on this channel. Right now, that means conference realignment. Every day on this channel, I aim to give the Big 12 a voice. You can follow me on Twitter at JL Kurtz. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at John Kurtz Show. You can find more information about my daily radio show in the description of this video. Take care, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.